Here it comes! From the 444RR Studios in Maryland, it's The Talk Is Right, the only UCast with game shows, magic, and more. And now, here's the star of The Talk Is Right, 444RR.
All right, hello everybody out there on YouTube. This is 444RR with the next episode of The Talk Is Right. It is September 26th, and yesterday was September 25th, which meant we were just 3 days away until Christmas. Or 3 months. Or 3 months away till Christmas. Good Lord, 3 days. 3 months away till Christmas. I did want to show off my really cool Talk Is Right note cards that I have made for the show. All my show notes are kept on these note cards. Pretty exciting. Okay, so now we're going to talk about last week's episode before we get into anything else. You might have noticed last week's episode is gone. Well, it's going to be a lost episode of The Talk Is Right. If you're one of the lucky few who got to see it last week, congratulations. You saw a lost episode you're never going to see again. So let me explain what happened to it. First, I'm not going to re-upload it because I filmed the show in segments. Like this intro part's going to be the first segment, and then I delete the individual segments after I upload the video to YouTube. So there's no way to get those individual segments back. So I do want to say that that's not going to be re-uploaded or re-edited or anything like that. The reason why it was pulled, the TMZ magic trick that I had posted in the magic-related segment, that was copyrighted by Warner Brothers and TMZ. So they said, if you get rid of the video, if you delete it, your account will be in good standings again. You'll have no copyright strikes in your account, and your account will be all good and pretty and happy. And now the video was blocked worldwide until I took it down. And I'm just like, well, if no one's going to be able to see it, what's the point of having a copyright strike and keeping it up? So I just like, okay, I'm just getting rid of it. So I got rid of it, and now my account's all happy and jolly again. I will say YouTube is so weird with their copyright strikes, though, because ZachMan18 got one for posting an episode of Pyramid on his channel. And it's like, he had to take the video down, but he didn't get rid of his copyright strike, but I did. So it's such a weird thing. Such a weird thing. Also, people have asked me about my HD. Why is The Talk Is Right and Magician 101 not in HD, but everything else is? Why is that? Well, the reason is because I actually edit The Talk Is Right and I edit Magician 101 using an editor software on my computer, Windows Movie Maker. And when Windows Movie Maker saves it, it saves it in 480 quality. Well, the thing about it is I could go and convert the video to HD on my computer. I tried that once. It took 3 hours to convert, and it still wasn't even done. So I'm just like, well, I'm not having it sit here for 4 hours and convert. Or maybe even more. So, I'm like, it's just got to be in 480. People are going to have to deal with it. And people have been asking me about that. So I want to tell you why this and Magician 101 is not in HD. I could not be lazy and put Magician 101 on the computer and put the intro and use the YouTube editor. I could do that and make that in HD. But I can't. Talk Is Right because I do too much transitions and I put too much fun stuff in here to actually make that HD. But yeah, so Magician 101, Talk Is Right is not in HD. It's filmed with an HD camera, so the quality is going to be a lot better than if you use a 480 camera, but I digress. So that's why Talk Is Right's never going to be in HD. Okay, or unless I stop being lazy and put everything on YouTube and do it that way, but that's too hard. That's too time. Well, anyways, let's get to the next segment of the show. We're going to do game show news. And ladies and gentlemen, we got a very special guest star for our game show news. Who is it? It's our wonderful announcer for the Talk Is Right. The ZachMan18 is going to be helping me with the game show news this week. So myself and Zach, let's take it away.
All right, it is time for game show news. We are the special guest star this week. It's ZachMan18, our wonderful announcer. How you doing, Zach?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am doing well. So, ready to talk about some game show news? I'm assuming that's a yes.
Yes.
All right. Price is Right. They started their 41st season Monday.
Yes.
And I know we both watched the season 41 premiere. So what did you think of it first?
I I thought it kind of started off slow, but then I think it got better. As soon as I saw that Black Mirror, I'm like, this is truly what The Price is Right is about. But what I really liked about it was the kind of the new stuff they added, the new intro with the rat from Rat Race coming back, and then the cliffhanger, and the Plinko chip, and the big wheel, and then showing the big new Price is Right logo, the 3D door that we already saw from the 40th anniversary, and the male model commercial, which you talked about in a couple episodes ago.
By the way, the male model search is going on. You can go to PricesRight.com and see their webisodes and vote for your favorite male model this Friday. So I just want to throw that out there to them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I thought the Season 41 premiere lacked a little luster. I mean, they should have started off what they did on Tuesday. They should have started off with Golden Road instead of... It was kind of a regular episode. There wasn't like a big ta-da for Season 41. But I guess we
That was
can't...
pretty nice, though. It was over 30,000.
Yeah, that's true, but we all can't have a 4-race game car day for every season premiere, I guess, right?
Yeah, and also, I don't mean to interrupt, but there's one pricey game that I haven't seen in quite a while, and they should have played it on the 40th anniversary. Pay the Rent.
That will get played probably this week. I would imagine they're going to play it this week at some point.
I hope they do. I mean, they have to play it sometime. I want to see someone get the $100,000.
Well, first of all, they played it on the back-to-school show. It was Pay the Tuition.
Okay.
It was Pay the Tuition. And no one's going to win the $100,000 because no one knows how to play the game correctly. No one does. Yeah, that's been proven. That's been proven. So, yes.
You know how to play the game?
Yes, you don't go least to most. There's a whole thing, and I can go over that later, but I might make a separate video for that. But there's a whole strategy to win Pay the Rent. Not least to most expensive. You never put least to most expensive in the mailbox. Never. Just don't do it. Don't do it that way. Because you won't win. You will not win. Now, on to the next thing. Here's my ticket for The Price is Right Live. Woo! I'm excited. Yeah, so that's coming up in a month. So 1 month from yesterday on October 25th.
That's super exciting.
Hopefully I'll get called. That would be pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Maybe try to sneak some video in there maybe. I can see if I can get some video of it. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe get some video of the whole thing.
Yeah. So the 444RR parody that MSU Fan Dan made, is Todd Newton actually the host there?
According to what I've read, he's the host of all the touring this year, so yes. Wait, what does that have to do with the MSU Fan Dan parody?
Maybe we'll get to meet him or something like that.
I love Todd Newton, so I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah.
You know, they say if you buy a t-shirt of The Price is Right Live, your name will get entered in to meet everybody and spin the big wheel. So, I'll have to buy a t-shirt. Yes. Now, on to the next little bit of game show news. Do you remember the $1 Million Money Drop?
I do. I actually love that game show.
Well, remember there was a debacle over a Post-it note question. Remember that a long time ago?
Yes. I remember that specifically.
There's actually another debacle now that somebody else is suing over a question. Let me explain.
What game show is that?
On the $1 Million Money Drop, Andrew and Patricia Murray played on the debut night of $1 Million Money Drop. And the question was, according to the data security firm Impriva, what's the most common computer password? Is it password, 123456, or I love you? The two placed their entire bank on $580,000 on password. However, the show said it was 123456. The team lost all of their money. Well, they have found out that Impreva did not conduct its own objective survey of computer users, but there was a hacking incident that they took that information from. So they're saying that they did not have a correct shot at it because they would not have put the whole bank on password, knowing that Impreva did not do its own objective survey.
So we're not sure if it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's what they have a claim against. So they are suing for wrong question. Bad question is they might actually have a good case here. They might actually have a good case to win against the producers of $1 Million Money Drop.
Yeah.
That was just a whole...
I hope they do like a big holiday special at least. Like if they do like a whole week of episodes, that'd be kind of decent, I guess. I'm not sure if they're going to bring it on after that, but
$1 Million Money Drop? That show's been over. That show's done. They're not going to do that anymore.
Yeah.
That was a horrible show. I mean, production-wise.
I wouldn't say horrible. I mean, it was a bit corny at times, and it was too dramatic, and they took a long time to reveal if they got it right or not.
Well, that's true, but they had terrible question writing and everything like that. Because there's actually a UK version that's been on the air for like 4 or 5 years. So, so they didn't produce it as well as the UK version. But enough of that atrocity of a game show, I think. On to the next thing. Family Feud beats Jeopardy and ties Wheel of Fortunes in the ratings.
Really?
Really. It is beating, it's almost beating Wheel of Fortune. It's just 0.1% under Wheel of Fortune. It needs 0.1% more. So Steve Harvey's doing a phenomenal job as host of Family Feud. Phenomenal job to bring it up that high. So, and it really, the key demographic they're looking for in the ratings is women. 1.9 is Feuds, and Wheel is 1.9 as well. And Jeopardy for the key demographic of women is 1.5 in the ratings. So that's exciting. Congrats to Family Feud, because I do like Family Feud. I do.
Yeah.
Steve Harvey is actually, I think, one of the better hosts of Family Feud they've had in a while. So
the thing about Family Feud is they seem to play it quite a lot on GSN.
They do that with a lot of their shows, though. They'll replay a lot of them.
And, like, that goes for, like, the Richard Karn and the John Hurley. Hold on. There we go. All right, so that goes for the Richard Karn and the John O'Hurley episodes. They play those a lot on there.
It's really not GSN anymore. It's Family Feud with the few game shows mixed in. That's really what it is.
Yeah. But the Pyramid is off.
Pyramid is, of course. I mean, that's Mike Richards doing a great job with that one as well. He's better as a host. He needs to start hosting more. I like him.
Needs to better produce, though.
Yes, better produce or start hosting more.
Yeah.
All right. Do you play Draw Something? You don't have an iPhone, but have you heard of Draw Something?
Yeah.
If people don't know, it's an iOS app. It's basically Pictionary, but you play with other people. Kind of like Words with Friends, but it's Pictionary. CBS has picked it up, and they're going to do a pilot of Draw Something. So, yeah, they're casting for Draw Something, and it's going to hopefully premiere by the end of the year, maybe. And so I don't know how that's going to work, but we will see.
Like an actual game show?
An actual game show based on Draw Something, or Pictionary again, which is exciting. We've had Pictionary before, so it's kind of a revamped of Pictionary.
Mm-hmm. How long did that go for, the Pictionary game show?
I don't have the exact date with me, but I can get that information for next time. I'm kind of lazy right now, and yeah. I have all my notes in front of me, and I don't want to close everything out. Do you watch the CW, that game show, Oh Sit? It's like musical chairs kind of thing.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple times. I don't really like it that much.
Well, congratulations. It's coming back. Yeah. The show is coming back. They are casting for a new...
I don't really care if it's coming back. I mean...
Well, that's true.
I don't usually watch CW. They have a lot of dumb shows on CW.
I don't watch it at all, so... Yeah. I don't. But this is going to be pretty exciting. I've been excited about this. It's the Howie Mandel produced game show, White Elephant. I've talked about that before. It is going to be on the air. They're looking for contestants. So it's the adaptation of the party game where people trade each other for unknown gifts, hoping to get the best box possible.
I actually found that little White Elephant board game on Amazon, and it looked kind of weird.
Well, this is going to be something completely different, I think, from the party game. But they say there's going to be over $500,000 in cash and prizes available during this game show. So it's pretty exciting. It should be extra exciting. We can't forget about Let's Make a Deal as well. That also started on Monday. Wayne Brady, I think he's phenomenal on Let's Make a Deal. It's a great fit for him for his game show.
Mm-hmm. And also Jonathan Magnum and Tiffany Coyne.
Yes. I think they're great sidekicks to Wayne Brady.
Yeah.
Well, that is all the game show news I have today. Is there anything else we need to discuss or talk about or that you want to let people know?
Did we talk about the Wheel 30th anniversary last week?
I don't think I did.
Or the Jeopardy one either.
I mentioned that they were having a 30th. No, because remember that video got taken down. So.
That's right.
Yes.
So did you tell them about how that video got taken down?
Yes, I did. They already know. They've already been informed. They've already been informed.
So yeah, Wheel 30th anniversary. They've been playing classic clips at the beginning of every episode, right before the game begins. The first one they played was the 1982 clip. Was the first episode with Pat Sajak, and when they debuted Vanna White.
Vanna White.
Mm-hmm.
I said Vanna White.
And on the Jeopardy season 29 premiere, Alex was talking about his little heart problem that he had. So I didn't even know about that until like a few days before the premiere. What was that all about? I mean, do you know anything about that?
I think he had a heart attack, maybe? A small one? It was something. I don't have the notes with me, but again, I can get that next week. I'll write that down. Yeah. Get it for next week.
I feel like we're missing something.
I don't think we are. None of my notes.
Did we talk about Beat the Chefs being taken off?
Oh!
Now?
I talked about that. No, yes. Thank you. That was not my notes. Beat the Chefs has been taken off GSN's lineup. To the happiness of most people, I guess. It did not pull ratings. It was the premiere was right after American Bible Challenge a few weeks ago, and it lost a bunch of its viewers. It lost 79% of the viewers who watched Bible Challenge did not watch Beat the Chefs. So GSN has pulled it. The last time you will see it on GSN was 2 Mondays ago, and there's not going to be on any more than that. So
I still saw it, the little thing on the GSN website was still saying Beat the Chefs and stuff like that. So I hope they take that down.
Oh, they probably will eventually.
I mean, it seems like a show they would have on like Food Network, especially like next to Chopped. I mean, that's sort of like Beat the Chefs in a way. Because you're not beating professional chefs, but you're playing for $10,000.
Well, that's true. I never saw it, so.
It's a good show.
So, I have no plans on seeing it either. Yes, no plans.
Well, thanks for having me on the show.
Hey, thank you for being my special guest star this week. It was exciting. Chat about the game show news.
Yep.
And I will let you throw it into the next segment, Zach. Next segment is our magic segment. So go and throw it into our next segment.
All right. Let's go to our next segment of the talk is right, the magic news. Whoosh.
Thanks, Zach. All right, it's time for the magic-related segment of the show. We're going to talk about David Blaine's newest stunt called Electrified. 1 million volts, always on. What is this? It's David Blaine's newest stunt. It's his first one since Dive of Death in 2008. The stunt will take place October 5th through the 8th at Pier 54 in Manhattan. Now, what this stunt is going to be is the event promises to send 1 million volts of electricity through David Blaine's body. This is for 3 days straight. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Of course, you know it's a trick, so it's all... there's a secret to it, but still, 1 million volts. That's crazy. All right, now I had reported about, on a few weeks ago, Penn and Teller's haunted house they're doing for Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios in Orlando. That has already had a preview round of it. It already had a preview round. People have been able to go through it and kind of preview it. The name of it is Penn and Teller's Nuclear Wasteland. And what it is it's Las Vegas turned into a nuclear wasteland. And somebody has released the origin directly from Penn and Teller. They've asked him, how did you come up with the idea? And here's what Penn and Teller had to say. And I quote, well, what if we caught a nuclear weapon? We fired ICBM missiles at each other. It's an absurd idea. Can't be done. But it all goes horribly wrong when we just destroy Las Vegas and we nuke it. And it becomes this post-apocalyptic wasteland, end quote, directly from Penn and Teller. And so basically it's Las Vegas gets nuked and turns into a zombie kind of waste horrorland thing. I don't like haunted houses. They're actually opening one right down the road from me. I will not go. I
I don't like haunted houses. Actually, I don't like anything. I'm such a wuss. I don't like haunted houses, and I don't like roller coasters. I'm such a wuss. Yeah. But anyways, so anyways, I will not go to any haunted houses, but I do wish Penn and Teller the best of luck with their haunted house. Alright, so now there's really no magic news this week that's important, so we're going to move into our reviewing of a magic trick this week, and I've got a pretty good one.
Alright, I love this card trick I'm going to be reviewing today. I call it fishing for a card. So I'm going to give these cards a little shuffle just like this. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Okay, now what I'm going to do is show you that every single card is different. You can tell every single card, not in any order or anything like that. Now, if the spectator was here and I run my thumb down the side, they tell me to stop whenever they want, so we'll say they stop me right there. This is going to be their card right there. I'm not going to look at it. And I'll put it back into the deck and give the deck a cut. Or a couple cuts. And then I'll drop the cards into the magic hat. Boom. Perfect. So now we're going to try to go fishing for your card. Let's see if we can do this. But first I'm going to tug on the rope, show you that it's a solid rope. No, it doesn't come apart or anything like that. So I'm going to just kind of dangle the rope inside the hat, and we're going to see if I can get a card. The cards are going to be like my fish. Nope. All right, let's try it again. Usually I get it on the second try. Oh, there we go. No, nothing on the end of that. All right, we'll try it one more time. We'll drop the rope into the hat. I will try it one more time and see if I can get something. Oh, wait. Oh, I think I got something. Yes, I did. I got a fish. Look at that. It's a card. Well, as I said, because my fish are cards. Now, I'm not going to do anything funny with the card. I'm going to hold it just like this. Notice that it's tied around it. I did get a fish, the 4 clubs. Is that your card? All right, that's the fishing for a card trick, I call it. I don't actually have the exact name of this trick with me, but you can just, you can look it up. Just look up rope. It's a rope trick, but a card trick. A rope card trick. Be like, just type it into Google. The card trick where the rope ties around the card and you, fish for it. It's a great trick, though. I mean, people never figure out how the rope gets around the card and how the rope kind of, nobody figures that out. Nobody knows the secret. It's one of those ones that people will talk about. This is one of the tricks in my show that people talk about all the time. They're like, wait, how did the rope get around the, because I never touch the inside of the hat. I never go inside the hat. When I drop the cards, I drop them up here. When I pull the card up, I pull it up out of the hat, then I grab the card. So they can see that there's no way that the rope could be, people just go crazy. They never know how the trick is done. They're always just like, how do you do that? So it's a great trick. It's the, I call it fishing for a card. And now we're going to move into the ending of the Talk is Right. All right, now before we end the show, I do want to talk about YouTube's Got Talent. I talked about that last week on the show, and YouTube Speaks. This week there's going to be no YouTube Speaks. I'll explain why in a minute. But the winner of the last YouTube Speaks that we had for the parodies was MSU Fan Dan. Let's give MSU Fan Dan a great round of applause. He did the best parody of me, but it was very hard to choose because the toy reviewer also did a very good parody. But what made me laugh the most was when he said I was going to do a magic trick. He took the pencil, he's like, watch it vanish, and he threw the pencil behind him. I thought that was hilarious. So congratulations MSU Fan Dan for doing a wonderful parody. And if you missed doing a parody and you want to do one, we might do that later on the Talk is Right again. I might do the parodies later. Okay, now YouTube's Got Talent. We're going to start this up. It's going to be exactly like America's Got Talent. I'm going to explain how this is going to work. You're going to submit a video of you doing your talent. And make sure to label it as YouTube's Got Talent. But anyways, you're going to do a video of yourself doing any talent that you want. Singing, dancing, magic, ventriloquism, juggling, striptease, some bizarro act, like the guys getting their nuts crushed on America's Got Talent. BMX bike riding, some extreme flips and twists and things. Anything you want to do is fair game. Of course, standard Talk is Right rule applies. No heavy profanity. If you do a song and they say like, oh, hell, if it's like there's hell in it or something, and the song says, if you want to save your soul from hell, it's like, that's okay. But, if it's the F-bomb every 3 seconds, if you do a rap song, that's a F-bomb, 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 Not going to be counted. That's the only rule, though. No heavy profanity. Oh, and also, no nudity, because nudity is YouTube, copyright. That's against their community guidelines. So we don't want that either, because we don't want to get anybody in trouble with their channel. But here's how this is going to work. If I get one video, congratulations, you're going to be the winner of YouTube's Got Talent. If I get 2 videos to 4 videos, we're going to have a finals round. And I'll talk about that in a second. If I get 5 videos to 8 videos, we're going to have a semifinal round. And if I get 9 videos to however many more of that I get, we're going to have a audition round. The audition round will work like this. I'm going to choose, I'll be the judge, I'm going to choose the best 8 videos. The best 8. And out of the best 8, they're going to do a semifinals. And then during the semifinal round, our Talk is Right audience is going to choose the best 3 videos. The ones they want to see move on. The ones with the most votes will move on to the semifinal round, or onto the finales. Also, there will be a judge's choice for our semifinal round. So the top 3 with the most votes will move on, and then a 4th person will move on, chosen by me. And then we'll have a finals round where you'll do one more round of your talent, and then whoever gets the most votes will be our YouTube's Got Talent winner. What does the winner get? Recognition on the Talk is Right, and they'll also get their video featured on my channel as the featured video. There will be a featured video on my channel. So that's pretty exciting. And you'll win recognition and fame and fortune with all your friends. Okay, and also, I do want to talk about, remember, no copyright infringement on your YouTube's Got Talent videos. Please keep everything non-copyrighted. I will say, I will not be biased. So if you do a magic trick, if it's really super good, you might move on. If you do a terrible trick, though, and think, oh, we're just going to let magicians move on. No, I will pick for our audition round, the best will move on. Now, if it happens to be 2 or 3 magicians because they're really good, then yes, magicians will move on. But only if you're good. I'm not just going to choose all magicians because I am one. Okay, I will keep this unbiased. Unbiased. Alright, so also, you're going to have 2 weeks to submit your Talk is Right, or your YouTube's Got Talent videos. You'll have 2 weeks to do it, so I'm going to give you a ton of time to do this. I was really hoping to do this over my October shows, but since the one video got pulled off, I can't really do that. So we'll probably do it over the next few weeks. But yeah, so 2 weeks to submit your YouTube's Got Talent videos. Okay, and also you're going to have 3 different acts. Up to 3 different acts you're going to have to do. Up to 3 different routines. So if you're like a comedian, you need to have 3 different sets you can do, because you can't do the same material over and over again. You're going to have to do 3 different sets of material if you get that far to the finales. Okay, so I really want to get a lot of videos with this. So I want to get a ton. So we have an audition, a semifinals, and a finals. I just don't want to get like one video and say, oh, congrats, you're the winner. I don't want to get 2 videos, because that would be, I want to get a lot so we can actually do this like America's Got Talent. So it doesn't take much to submit your video. Just submit it. In the last Talk is Right, I said it had to be a new upload. I still want that rule to apply, but there was one person who sent in an audition video. You can re-upload that. That is fine. You can use that same audition video. It was, I won't spoil it, but you know who you are. You sent it in, and it was you with water. That's all I'm going to say. You did something with water. So that person who did that, I don't have the name with me right here because I didn't get the name. Yeah, but you can re-upload that video because it was actually a new upload for the last video. So if you're watching this, you can re-upload that water video. But everybody else, you need to have a new upload. So you can't upload like a dancing video that you did like 20 years ago. It can't say, uploaded August 18th, 2009, because that won't be accepted. So it has to be a new upload. New upload. And also, remember, you gotta have enough material to do 3 different times. So if you dance, you gotta dance to 3 different songs. If you sing, you gotta sing to 3 different songs. If you do a magic trick, you gotta do 3 different magic tricks. Up to 3. In case we have an audition, semifinals, and then finals. Okay, I'm ready to now announce something very special. There's gonna be no regular Talk is Right next week, because throughout the month of October, we're gonna do a salute to Halloween. So all October long, 4 episodes are going to be Halloween-themed episodes. Now, I'm not going to go into too much about that because I don't want to spoil all the surprises. I will say the Zachman 18 has done a new intro for Halloween. It's really awesome, the intro for Halloween that the Zachman 18 did. I'm really excited that he did it. Thank you, Zach. So it's very exciting. The intro, I just love it. I play it every single day. It's so great what Zach did. And even the pictures that I've updated the pictures with some Halloween pictures. And the Talk is Right logo has been updated for Halloween too. So it's going to be exciting for you guys to see that. So there will be a Halloween themed episodes. Some other fun surprises are going to be in store. And YouTube Speaks will return next week. So that's going to be returning next week. Also, there's going to be what's coming down the pike for the Talk is Right. There's also going to be a Thanksgiving themed episode that will be on the 21st of November. There'll be a Thanksgiving themed. Really, there's not going to be too much for Thanksgiving because they can't really do much with that. And I haven't decided yet, so I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Do you want to see a Christmas episode, or do you want to see 4 Christmas-themed shows? Okay? Now, a Christmas episode is going to be filmed on Christmas, and it'll be uploaded on Christmas. So, the Christmas episode of The Talk is Right will be uploaded on Christmas. But do you guys want to see the other 3 weeks of December be Christmas-themed as well? Or do you want it to be just regular episodes for December? You guys get to choose, okay? So in the comments below, type, I want Christmas episodes or I want a Christmas episode, okay? Put that down in the comments below. All right, I'm running out of time for this episode of The Talk is Right this week. I do want to give a big round of applause to the Zachman 18. Thank you so much for doing our game show news this week. Zach, let's give it up for him. Congratulations. And thanks to everybody. I do want to give a sincere thank you to everybody who watches The Talk is Right every week. It makes me feel good, and that you all participate in my YouTube Speaks and all that great stuff. And join us next week for The Talk is Right. It's going to be our first Halloween-themed show. And incidentally, it's going to be the 10th episode of The Talk is Right as well. So we might do some fun for that. So join me next week for the next episode of The Talk is Right. From myself, our wonderful announcer, the Zachman 18, and from all of us here at the 444RR Studios, we will see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
The Talk is Right is sponsored by the following.
Dad, there's a package for you. But I didn't order anything. What's this? Gee willikers, it's a puppy! Remember, everybody loves a puppy, and now you can ship one anywhere, just by logging on to PetsOvernights.com. PetsOvernights.com, delivering little bundles of love in a box directly to your door.
This is the Zachman 18 speaking for The Talk is Right, a 444RR production.